Check it out. Bum Shadows with another live stream. Arriving fashionably late per usual, but didn't mean to have the delay. It was just slow to getting ready. But I'm ready, baby. And this live stream, I'm just willing to talk to the chat, of course, as always. That's always fun. And because I missed doing bumboxing, unboxing, I got a duplicate. Not really. Actually, it's two different. It's the 100 Juventud Guerrera. Get your Hoovy juice ready. And then the standy version, the standard version in the Grisine. That is Hoovy. So, those will be unboxed. I missed it on Sunday. I got to... I guess I got much into talking about Saturday night's main event with Cena's last match, so I sort of talked about that most of the time. And, you know, he's got to give a final wave. There we go. Give him the wave. Come on. All right. Hey, Fly the L. What's up, man? But I don't know if you saw it, L. I'm going to do the TRT. And I'm going to do them because I missed it on Sunday. The 1 in 500 variant and the standard one from TRT. Now, I like the idea of the mask, and I'm wondering how this goes for me here. I'm sure there's plenty reviews on this figure out there, but I actually don't recall seeing one myself. That doesn't mean, like, it doesn't exist. Don't get me wrong. It's just more, I haven't seen it, so I'm, like, very interested how this mask sitch goes. This is the variant one, and one more time. And I'm partial to green. The green one. That's a standy boy. The standard one. Flavio. Nice, I got those TRTs. Like, the mask stays on. Oh, baby. Here we go. I'm getting excited. You know what? Let's go for the standard thing first. We'll try to get that cracked open. This is from Title Run Toys, a relatively new company to the game. I've unboxed Paul Orndorff. I should have brought them out. I didn't. I unboxed Danny Davis. My thing, I didn't mind the Paul Orndorff. It took a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? This is pretty dang good. And then on the Danny Davis, I was like, the head's a little giant. And like coming from someone who's admittedly like a bobblehead, it was like, all right, his head's like gigantic. So if it's coming from me, I think it's going to be a big head. So that's what I thought about that. And then the cat was pretty cool. Even the stance, I believe it was able to stand, and I really wish I brought those out, but I have put them away since. So this should be interesting for me. More I look at more I look at him, so I like Danny Davis. I need a sip of Monster after that. Oh, Danny Davis, my boy. He's from Dover, New Hampshire, you know? Or was it Dover? I forget what town it was. But yeah, he's from my state. You know, I gotta represent. But love him. But yeah, the head was gigantic. So without any ado, we're gonna just unbox Mr. Juventud Guerrera, the juice. I'm gonna start with the standard. Okay. Bad. I actually kind of like that level of stuck on the card. Not quite super glued, but not loosey-goosey. There he is, Hoovy in all his glory. Quick look at the back. You get the sketch. I always like the little sketches. Got a little bio card there. And I know everything's showing up backwards. If I can ever figure out how to, like, do that, I will definitely do that. But there's the floor right there. And full disclosure, well, you saw me, but if you've been watching, you saw me unbox 3 of these. There's still Wrath to go, but right now it's all about that Hoovy. There is his card. If he's backwards and it doesn't give you a headache, there's that. And you know what? I'm going to read it to you, baby. Origin, Mexico City, Mexico. Instrumental and popularizing the high-flying lucha libre style in the U.S. Former tag team and cruiserweight champion. Impressive 30-plus year career. And that's what that says. So now, put the little cardi poo aside. Hoovy's in his plastic. Oh, let me out. Let me out. The juice can't breathe. Okay. So he's out of there. Before I get too far, baby. Poor use, non-liking. I just liked. Oh, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. And hello. Thank you for joining. Oh, I see you. Melissa Collins, thank you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you know, like anyone with good taste like yourself would be joining in by the L and a lot of my other friends that come in. You know, it's all just about good taste. You just got to have it. So obviously you're in that, you know, section of humanity. So you arrived here and I appreciate it because this is where, you know, I'm talking about Juventud. That's all I can talk about. I mean, like, what else do I have to say? I could just leave him here and, like, it's the best thing on YouTube right now. So we got Hootie here. He's got his traditional little singlet there. And over it, we got the green. We get some fire on the side. It's backwards, but we got Hoovy juice on the bum. Now, I wish I had like a replica underwear like this, but we'll see. Oh, his mask is already coming up. I'm holding it. So hold up. I want to do a big reveal. So we got right arm tight, left arm. Now, I will say not as tight, but tight enough. And then the wrist of Juventud. The waist, rather, if I could speak, tight. And the head, even with the mask on, barely moves. But he does have the hairy poo in the back. So, I mean, you know, we're going to map. Who could it be? Could it be Doink the Clown? Could it be Vince McMahon? Could it be The Undertaker? It's Michael Jackson! Oh, no, it's Juventud right there. Looking handsome as ever. All right, I'm looking at it. Hoovy enough. I'm not, like, complaining. And like I said, is a big-headed son of a bitch. I don't know why, but the heads just seem a tad big. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Does anyone... Hey, if I can get this focused, I'll put my eye patch as a drop back, or drop if I could talk. It just seems like the head, the dome, is a little too big. Now, did Juventud have a jet and I missed it? I don't know, maybe. But like I'm saying, coming from the big head community, it's, or the bobblehead community of a human, this head seems a little big. And maybe that's the thing with the Series 1 by TRT. It's not, like, horrible, though, either. But then kind of look at it against the body, it's, you know. I don't, hey, get the one-eyed bandit telling you. But I see enough. And I think that the head is just a little bit too big. Sort of like the Danny Davis. I didn't see that with the Paul Orndorff, though. So, and they're busting up ears, and they look great. And maybe, you know, Series 1, they worked out. You know, it's a young company. It's a new company. In Series 1, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, for a Series 1, it's really good. Just my nitpicking, if I be, Actually, the main thing is the head being just a tad big, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Let me talk to some people here. If I could actually scroll down. Okay. The juice is loose. Fly the hell. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Where the hell? All right, I like this because you know what? With the mask, you know, it's on. It's on. It's on like Nick Boom. No, but that's like it's on there, you know. There ain't no loosey goosey. Like you could shake it, you know, but and then you take it off. And I'm just saying, I like the mask a lot. I just think if I were to critique, he's got the arms right, which is set of body types right, the head just a little bit smaller. And you got yourself, you know. And I'm not saying this is horrible. Like it's still pretty good. Like I really like it. For a first effort, I mean, and the removable mask is really cool. That's a really cool option to have. And the fact that it actually fits on his face and doesn't like fall off or doesn't fit, but it's just there for him to hold like a little baby. Yeah. I hate when I have hairy poo in the back. Like, yeah. That was good. Yeah, yeah, head is kind of big and square. I gotta take his. Oh, yeah, actually, I see what you're saying right off the top. Didn't even take that into account. Yeah, something about maybe cutting this forehead a little down and rounding it out, maybe. And I mean, I don't make wrestling figures. So, I mean, to me, like anything, pretty much anyone attempts is cool to me. But, like, we're talking about, you know, people trying to compete with the quote unquote zombies and the Hastel toys and the Epics and the FC and the KW and all that. Yeah, needs a little scaling down. Like, maybe it sounds funny, but cut this forehead, or not maybe a half, but like a third, and then like kind of round it out, and I think you get a decent hoovy. I mean a good hoovy. This is pretty good, but yeah, the one thing I could take away from it, and let me see if I'm easy. We got an epic Ric Flair. So is it me? Is the head the same size? I mean, for some reason, the Flair just seems to fit you. So that's what I'm saying. And Hoovy was like a smaller guy. And I don't know, again, did he have a large head? I'd have to look back. So that could be it. But I would, hold on, let me make sure I lined up. I don't want to be. Yeah, the Hoovy head probably shouldn't be. You know, if we're comparing it to Hasbro, hold on. In fairness, I'm trying to see if we compare. Oh, here we go. Crushy, baby. There you go, Crushy. Oh, don't fall. Get them out. Damn it. That's stupid. All right, we'll do it this way. Okay. Now it really shows, actually. Crush was a big boy. And boy, to say the least. And Hoovy, you know, I think was smaller than myself. And he was a very small guy. So, yeah, unless he had like that thing on The Simpsons where Ken Griffey drank the bean tonic and his head got really giant, then I don't know. So I say scale the head down a little bit, then you're good. Maybe they already know that. Hopefully when the Beverly Brothers roll out, you know, they didn't drink the brain tonic. But yeah, other than that, in fairness, the rest of the frig is pretty sweet. And I like the paint job and the green and everything. That's really cool. Just scale the head down. Same with the Danny Davis. The cat I thought was okay. Paul Orndorff's head was okay in comparison. Danny Davis and Hoovie, unfortunately. But I do have another Hoovie. Maybe they scaled his head down in the variant. Because there it is. So this is the 1 in 500. I was like, you know what? Contrary to see me on here, and I'm not going to go into a long rant, but you maybe see on here talking about Rush. I'm not out there to slam companies. This was a new company. I wanted to support them. So I got everything, actually, and the variants. Okay. With that being said, I really like the mask idea, and the cool part is the mask actually fits and doesn't fall off. I would say if you're going to display it, leave the mask on and you're probably fine. If you're thinking like, Hoovie when he unmasked, maybe down the line, when they get a little better, it's no diss. When they get a little better, maybe down the line they'll make something like that, you know what I mean? But with the mask on, hold up. Before I get in, I would display it like this if you're displaying. Because it looks really cool with the mask. And you can get away with the mask being big because, you know what I mean? So it looks pretty sick like this. So I don't want to, totally say, the head's too big because it is without the mask. But with the mask, it's actually pretty cool. So I'll say, just advice, I display it with the mask and you get yourself a nice retro. Take off and you get kind of too big of a head for a movie. Not that the likeness is off or anything. The likeness is close enough. But I want to be fair. With the mask on, that's how I'd do it. Because it looks pretty cool like that. That's what I think. I don't know. But I do get the variant. And I believe the variant's white. Or silver, actually. Wow, I didn't even know that. I thought it was white. Extra cool. I like it. We're popping it open 1 of 500. Why not? He's getting out. So there he is. Now he's in the Sylvie. I think I showed it before for everyone who won that mess. Oh, they're all like silhouettes on this one. A mystery. I believe it's the Jumping Bomb Angels. Not to spoil it. Buddy Lee Parker and Mike McGurk. And I'm getting both Mike McGurks. That's a dream figure. I was a big Wrestling Fest fan. So. Okay, he's in the plastic. Let me out, baby. I'm going to copy The Rock. You remember when he copied The Rock? If you smell what juice is cooking. That was funny. So here he is. He's all Sylvie. We'll put him side to side. And you're enough. Obviously, same mold, same mask. Sager just repaint, and that's no fault. Hey, whatever, man. You gotta start where you start. So I do like the paint schemes are different enough. I mean, you get silver, you got green, and it's one has pink, one has the actual green one has like the flames. This one has kind of like the pinkish flames, or it looks like some sort of design. But anyway, oh, hold on. The variance bum says, and it's backwards, Hoovie fever. Break out your thermometers. Oh, baby. Get your soup on the stove. You might have Hoovie fever. Let me not get too behind. Or too bum. What the hell? Where do we at? Okay, the flail. I haven't tried, but I will. His mask fit on other figures. Oh, that would be really cool, actually. Piper hoodie, nice. Hey, thank you, BBA. Appreciate it. Good eye. Good eye, brother. What's up, buddy, old pal? Destiny, Sister Shay, how you doing? Hope everything's good. I actually meant to contact you. Sorry about saying what's going on with Christmas. Head looks okay with the mask on. Not as big for some reason. Yeah, I mean, lighting on. No, I don't need light. All right, I'll leave lighting on. Sorry, I hit something with my thumb. No green screen this time, though, at least. What was it? Damn it. Yeah, the mask on is the way to go. I'll take it off of this one. I know it's the same figure, but just to show, you know, this is my alone speed by myself. You know, I'm not trying to get too much details. Or actually, maybe more like this at the end. But that's like not shaking the mask off. He's not, he ain't coming off, baby. So we take his mask off, and then it's like Hoovy, but maybe for like a bone cruncher. A little too big. I know he's gold, maybe that's representing that, but like I said, from, you know, the giant head community. I get it. That's me. I understand. However, my standards or comparison to my own giant head to my buddy, this is too much. Too much head. You never thought you'd get too much head, but you know, in this case, much head. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but I did right now. And it has to apply to Hoovy. However, nevertheless, looks cool. So yeah, if you're displaying it, boom, boom. Mask on. Leave your mask on. Pretty much. Because that's the way to go. From a bird's eye view, baby. Yeah. Yeah, definitely mask on. Like I said, down, mask on. Definitely, I think down the road, maybe they'll go Hoovy again and just kind of like, you know, scale down the head. Hoovy had a lot of looks. I mean, not a lot of looks, but a lot of like different tight designs and bum sayings like these say, like, what's the first one? Hoovy juice on your bumps. That's very brave. And then Hoovy fever. And, you know, you don't want to break out in that. You know, that's worse than COVID, I think. There you go. You get these two dudes. You know, I would say go for it because over there, I think if you're going to take them out of package, there's like a damaged card sale or whatever where they're like $30. I mean, J&J's got them too. You could get a discount over there. But I think as far as these, like, of the TRT site, there's like a damaged card deal, or they're like $38.99, where the damaged card ones are like $29.99. And compared to the whole retro market, I mean, with the masks on, excuse my fresh print, these are dope. So, oh, let me also mention tattoos are there, you know, tatties for this pimp daddy. Yeah, there they are. I mean, so I assume I'm not a tattoo expert on Hoovy's butt, but it looks right. Oh, and actually a little ditty on this right arm. He's got a white sleeve elbow pad, but the green one he doesn't. Sneaky variants right there. And on the side of the booties, gray. But what does he get on the silver ones? Sir, that's right. Gotta get an eye for detail, you know what I mean? So this is how it goes. We got Hoovies. We got, if you go on TRT, if you're unboxing or taking them out of the package and displaying them, recommendation would be get the damaged card ones. Recommendation would be leave the masks on. I mean, Hoovie's got that Michael Jackson type look. I mean, you can find that handsome, but I just don't believe the gigantic. So yeah, I'd leave them gone until like another one comes out, which maybe TRT will do. But again, one more time, not to be redundant, keep the mask on. If you're taking them out, get the damaged card. I think it's worth it. So I'll say that much. Because with the mask on, it's really sick. So I won't say anything about not the mask on anymore. So you got green, which is the standard, and you got silver, which is the limited variant. So choose your adventure, choose your path, which way you're gonna go, or maybe just go both ways. Oh, I love you. So, hey, we're all friends here. I don't care what you do. All right, what do we got here? Bone breaking action. My name's Rod, so I could never wear them Hot Rod t-shirts. Oh, really? I get you. No, I didn't know. Interesting. Yeah, mine's not, so I was like, let's go for it, baby. But I have the same name as The Rock, so I'm sure there's some Dwayne merchandise out there. Ever hear the legend of Hoovy using a plastic grocery bag as a condom? He's got a lot of crazy stories. I think he was like fired from WWE for showing up naked. And then he was like asking Randy Orton, Randy, kiss me. Kiss Randy. Oh, Hoovy juice. Now he needs super crazy. BBA, hell yeah. Oh man, that would be effing awesome. We got Tajiri from Zombie. I bet Zombie would do it. And I'm just being honest. I bet Zombie would do it. I mean, they bring in like the, what's it called? TW guys. Although I will say Hassel did do the Sandman. And I'm willing to check that out, but I missed the pre-order on that, so I guess I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen. Fly the L. I've got a fever for more Hoovy cowbell. Fly the L. Hoovy competing with Abdullah. Too much head versus too many handies. Handy versus head. Handy versus head. Oh man. Hey, it's your preference, all the people out there. We got, let me see, the midnight snack. Ooh, 12 a.m. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So, yeah. Pretty much. So, I don't know what else I was going to say. I post, if you're trying to catch up with KWK, haven't already, with, some of their figures. If you go to J&J, I mean, they got crazy sales. You can get Barry Horowitz, $16 a piece. Same with Max Moon. They have them in fancy red gear, but if you wanted the traditional, they got that over there. Oxbaker is $20. And who's the other one? Berserker is $25. If you're into the newer guys, I think TJ Perkins is $25. I pass on that. I'm just kind of more on the Legends side of things, or my own version of Legends, because I don't want to offend anybody, but my version of Legends pretty much wrestled till 2000, and then after that, there's barely no Legends. I'm an old man. Hey, what am I gonna do? I'm wearing a hot rod, like BBA said. Love what I got, and thank you for bringing that up, because I appreciate it. Making my Christmas gift baskets because I'm poor, laughing my ass off. But homemade gifts, haha, Destiny. Nah, don't worry about it. Well, don't worry about me. I can't speak for anyone else. Fly the L, handle versus handle versus head sounds like Al Snow's new gimmick. That's pretty funny, dude. Fly the L. He comes up with some funny shit. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Hand. I like it. Mrs. Shadows will be happy. Destiny. Oh man, but other than that, like I was saying, like yeah, I mean, actually, I think zombies still. I haven't checked lately, but still might have some deals, like depending on what you're looking for. But yeah, J&J's got some really good deals with KWK. And if you're not in the United States, probably just go to KWK and they get like deals too. And I'd recommend, actually, at the prices there, like I said, like Barry Horowitz, $16. I did grab one just to have a jobber, and if you get a fig fed or just for your display. Although I will say, I don't like how they painted the straps on. Now I watched the live where like Barry Horowitz actually joined in. I think it was on Fig Heel's channel, and like I saw that Barry Horowitz requested the straps be painted on another figure because they were only going to do it on one, and I'm like, ooh, ouch. You know what I mean? It's like I wish you didn't say that. I don't know. It's just something about them painted on. I don't like it. It looks too custom-y to me. I haven't really reviewed the ones without the straps, which I mean, but the one review I did with the straps, I mean, everything else is passable. It's just something about the painted on straps. Like maybe oil by Hasbro, but if they were like molded and then painted on, or hell, even use like a fabric, I don't know how that would work, but like just the fact they're painted on naked skin, it's just a little like, that's my critique. Destiny, Sister Shadows. I think we're going to Pups for Christmas Eve. Actually, it will be home for Christmas. I think if you want to swing by either of those days or both. Oh, man. Man, I'll get back to you, Destiny. I'm that in mind, though. But that's funny. I like making plans over live. When you do a live, I'm gonna make some plans. Nah, I don't even care. Fly the Elton. I didn't mind the painted on straps. I like the strapped Horowitzes more for some reason. No, man, that's cool. I just, I think I know why, actually, because, you know, with the Hasbros, I don't know if it's evident. Watch I'm just touching his chest. Good time. But, like, raised up a little bit, so it doesn't look as like squiggly. And that's just me being picky. Like, again, like I'm impressed by anybody that can put out a figure line. And those horror fine. I'm just saying if I'm gonna get down to like picking out stuff, which I try to do just because I've collected figures all my life, so I think like I can kind of like say what I think could be a little better. It's more my nitpicky thing. As far as like culture to myself, they're fine. I mean, they're fine. It's just more for people that I know that are more particular, like on it. You know what I mean? It's not to hey, do you? I mean, if you want, I get it. You want Steam, you want it. You know. So I'm gonna say something if something's a little off or whatever. For those folks that want their figgy poos not all messed up. Well, not all messed up, but just out of proportion or blah blah blah. So, but I totally get it. It all comes down to preference, and it all comes down to what someone wants to spend and what someone wants, and what someone thinks looks good. Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna ever do that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's always up to you. So, I mean, yeah, totally. Hey, people like them, I'm sure. I'm just saying personal preference. However, I mean, considering they're still pretty good, I'm not gonna like not say that. I thought they were, the likeness was good enough. I like the what was it like the a la Mr. Perfect kind of more thing, so it's traditional. So I like to say the size of the coin. I didn't like the straps, but I will say I liked everything else, in fairness. This is the easiest way to talk to you. Destiny. I gotta tell you, though, I made some fire-ass lasagna tonight. Oh my lord. Someone report for explicit. He's rubbing the figure's nipples. I had to test him out. It's like, Crush, do you have nipples? Wow, actually, I never paid attention, and I'm not even lying. It does have nipples, and they're raised. Raised nipples, ladies and gentlemen. They're raised. I swear I didn't even, not even to be funny or try to be like, whatever, because I love all people. I would tell you if I noticed they had nipples, but I never noticed that until it had to be my sister bringing it up. That was having his nipples. I'm like, what are you talking about? But sure as heck, nipples are out on the Hasbro. Hold on, does Hoovy have nipples? Oh, they're covered by the strap. Very clever. His nips are protected. And that's maybe a good idea. You don't want to put your nips out there. I wonder if the Mattel... Now I'm curious. Oh, look! They did away with nips until... Oh, we all love Cena. Thank you, buddy. But you had no nips on your figure. There's a nipple conspiracy here. What's going on? Oh, look at Epic. They put the dish in nips. You can see Flair's nippy poos. They're right there. Wow. You just uncovered something. Zombies has nippy. There they are. Look at them. All the glory. But Mattel, they don't want to acknowledge nipples. They're a PG company after all, so male nipples might be too much. Wow. Interesting thing that I never thought of. What about the WWE superstars? Do they have nipples? No. Mattel, they're against nipples. They're against nipples. They're against nipples. Good to know. Destiny, them latex gloves are doing something to that figure. Oh, jeez. Hopefully not. Play out. Add some lasagna to your gift baskets, baby. Not a bad idea. You're onto something there. Yeah, my sister agrees. Yeah, definitely. She makes a mean lasagna, I'll say that much. And she all points out nipples. And I don't build too much tea, but she also had kind of a doll collection growing up. I'm sure she knows why she notices nipples on the dolls or not. Just saying. Because hers were often left naked. Hey, do what you want. I ain't judging. That better be one of your critiques now when you review the figures if nipples or not. All right, let's check the joints here. Good on the head, good on the arms. Nipples, nice and perked. Uh-oh. Looks good. Has the action. No nipples. I'm telling tales out of school. Going to wait for Destiny to retaliate. Hey, I'm surprised Mom didn't know I was gay when I did all my dolls naked at all times. Oh, man. Hey, what are you going to do? I'd say more what's confusing is I had all dolls naked and I'm hetero. So that's kind of weird. Guess it's just a platonic romance. But yeah. All the family story getting aired out tonight. That's how we are. Like myself and my sister, we just kind of, and my family to the most part, we kind of jab each other a little bit. No knockouts, but we'll push each other a little bit, especially Destiny. Destiny. He would just beat people up and pull pranks on people at school. The boy on curve was the whole. It was the one attached to where the fountain was pretty good though. Yeah, yeah, that was a man. I don't know how I came up with that. I don't know if I got it from somebody else that tried it, because I'm trying to be honest, because I don't really know. But what's it called? I went to one of my friends' houses, and they have boinging cubes, and what the frig are these? Because we didn't have those growing up. Like, I don't know why. So I was like, oh, they taste like chicken. So like an idiot, I took a few. Like an idiot, I took like a little bite out of one. I'm like, oh my god. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make everybody taste this horrible taste. So I just put it in the hole of the fountain and squared the water out. You get a nice mouthful of chicken or what's supposed to be in flavor instead of water. Um, hey, I laughed. It was a good time. I thought it was harmless. Maybe people got mad, maybe sensitive people, but that seems to be a trend, you know what I mean? Like, sensitive, you're probably not going to enjoy me, but if you can take a joke, you'll probably enjoy me. Just like Destiny. You make some fucked up stories on assignments at school, and our parents would have to go to the principal's office and hear what he did. Bum child. Oh yeah, to say the least. Yeah. I think it was just unbridled creativity is my excuse. Like, I was just, and I've always been, and not to whatever, it's just true. I've always been like an individual to a degree. Always wanted to be different from everyone else, and I succeeded pretty easily. So yeah, I mean, if I didn't have ADD, I'd remember. Oh, yeah, going to the office and stuff because I just get bored. Like, and not like I'm a super genius or whatever, but like I could figure out tests and stuff. So it's like I'll read the book. So a lot of times I was just like bored because I just use context clues, and I'd pass without reading the book. So once I realized the way around, so it's not a good quality to sneak around it, I was like, I'll just do this. But it didn't work all the time, don't get me wrong. And there were certain assignments I couldn't just wing it and stuff, so it showed. So, yeah, I just decided to be disruptive. And I was. And I wrote all like inappropriate answers. Even on a midterm, I'd like the famous one that I'm sure my sister's kind of Sister Shadows is kind of hinting to is my dad had to go to one of the principal's office visit, and it was a midterm, so there were a lot of answers that I did inappropriate. But the one that always stands out is my dad sitting there to my right. I'm sitting there, and the another principal, but the guy that my there were like three principals for every like name group in my school. So my principal like brought me to he was also like the wrestling coach, but he was like a straight guy and like not like sexually. I just mean like straight up like he was like means business, no not a lot of humor or whatever. So anyway, I'm there with my dad and we're sitting there and he's sitting at the table and he's reading the answers to the midterm I put. One of the sections was you take two words and make a sentence out of it. So I think it was like farmer and hog. So I said, the farmer slapped his hog. And then, like, he read it, and I could tell my dad was, like, holding it in, but to his credit, he held in long enough. And I was like, oh God. I was trying not to burst out laughing, but like also I'm like, I think this guy's really mad. So anywho, he reads them all off, and then I get with my dad in the car because we were gonna leave and everything. And we no sooner get to like the light outside the high school, and my dad looked like, the farmer slapped, in his heavy Boston accent, the farmer slapped his hog. And we both kind of laughed. It was a great moment. I know, you watch a lot of sitcoms. There's usually a moment like that where father and son enjoy each other's company. It was really funny. Is that code? Says Fly the Owl. Sounds like the wrestling coach Percival Hybrid would not appreciate your jokes. Yeah, it was very true. Was Dad Shadows going crack up? Nice. Yeah. No, I'll say, like I said, like, I was kind of like, he played it pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, because he didn't cry, didn't laugh during the thing with the principal. It was like we got in the car, and I was even to the point thinking like, oh wow. I'm like, I'm surprised, so pissed, because he was being like quiet. But like when you pull out of our school, there's like back in the day, there was like a stop sign, and then I'd hook a right to go home. No sooner do we get to the stop sign, it's red, and you just burst out laughing. You used to do like this silent laugh that was like, just like shake. And like he's like, the farmer slapped his hog. He's like, do you know how hard it is not to laugh? You gotta do answers that. It's not Kevin Sullivan, it's my dad. But yeah, it's like it's funny. Yeah. Glory days. So dad didn't punch you for that one, eh? No. No, he just laughed. Like, I think he knew me well enough where I think, and not like, in a way, like, I thought people were being a little much. They could just fail me if they wanted. Because, like, in those days, I didn't really care. So it was just more like I'd answer whatever I want. But some certain teachers made a big deal out of it. I did have a teacher that he would just fail me, but he'd put like inappropriate, but then he'd like laugh at it and stuff. And he used to, even back in the day, it wasn't bum, but I had I put the moniker Butt Father out, and he'd go like, oh, the Butt Father, when he'd see me in the hall. So he's a pretty cool teacher. I'll just shout him out in case he's still around, Mr. Juster. So thanks for being cool. He did the appropriate thing, he failed me, but at least it worked me. Have you ever seen your dad and Kevin Sullivan in the same room, though? Perhaps it is Kevin Sullivan. Dad, are you Kevin Sullivan? It's true. I'm the devil himself. Look at my dungeon of doom. It's full of chicken. My dad loves chicken. So. No, I think what it is, it's just like that Massachusetts, Boston, like my dad grew up on the outskirts of Boston accent, where a lot of people just have it kind of like, I don't know, it's like at different pitches it almost the same, and I think like my dad, Kevin Sullivan, just happened to have the same pitch in their voice and have a Massachusetts accent, if that makes any sense. I still got a little bit of me, but I think I got rid of a lot of it. But there'll be times, like things with ER will come out with an A, like, because that's just how it was. In cube form. Playing cube. Salute Bum Shadows and the crew. I wish I had an accent. I don't think I do. Standard Midwestern, nothing. No, man, you have a good voice. Like, you're very, like, clear. But yeah, I don't mean this in any bad way. I don't really hear, like, per se, a strong accent. but like your delivery is pretty clear. I mean, like, and you can, you know, not in a bad way. You can talk, you can spit, man. You can just like really like go at it, but you're getting points. You're not just blabbering about crap either. I'm not saying anyone else I know does, but I'm just saying that would be unpleasant. But the fact able to, you know, hit a certain pace, but also like contribute to the chat, and like I think you're really good at it. So you might not have an accent, but I think you're really good at live streaming. So you probably do have an accent. Don't hear anything strong, to be honest. But like other than that, I mean, it's not like a diss either. It's just how it sounds. But it's like clear and like you direct and not like confusing. You can hear every word. Like you don't stumble often on new words. So. Hey, what's up? Hey, Ross, what's going on, brother? Oh, the boss. Why didn't I notice that second part? That's pretty good. Hey, oh, he says hey. Looks like Austin Theory came back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was the masked man. I did see that. That was pretty interesting. Definitely has a different look. It took me a minute to be like, I was like, who the F is that? So they did succeed in like, maybe it was just the beard and the not hair or whatever. But like, hey, good for him. He's young enough. It's part of the youth movement. If he can like really break his character out, they did give him a win over Cena. So I don't know if that was just a Vince thing or whatever. But like, yeah, give him a shot. Why not? You know what I mean? And then I heard like I don't know if this is true, but on one of their wrestling update things that like there might be more masked men. That'd be funny. Just a bunch of masked men. They just keep revealing themselves. I was kind of hoping it'd be Jericho. I know, but let me see. I did get sort of a compliment once. Someone asked me if I was from East Coast, New York, because I talk so fast. But I did not. Born and raised in the Midwest. Always near corn. Ross loves corn. And the band. AC always be closing near corn. Here corn. Oh. Love it. Thanks, brother. I think in Iowa are 1 and 2 corn productions, so go us. Oh, man. My accent comes out when I say some word like horrible. I don't know why. Yeah, we all kind of have that because mom and dad just they're like overwhelming Massachusetts accents. Like I spent a little time over there, and I think because of my like first like years in school, I was with a bunch of Massachusetts kids, so stuck with me in a little way. But like, it's in all of us, like Anthony and yourself. Like, I think yeah, it's just cause, and Papa and Nana, they all like had that heavy Massachusetts accent, so kind of stuck. Although I have a weird thing that like I don't know if there's an explanation, but I say that's a boot. Like for some reason I have like a Canadian thing. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe because I love Bret Hart, but I don't know. It's like what's that about? And I'll say that, and I don't even know why. I don't know. I've been to Canada a couple times just on visits, but or maybe even once. I don't even know. But it wasn't many times. And it was as like a kid, like I was like 9 or 10 or whatever. Salute Destiny. Hell yeah, you Ross. But yeah, Austin Theory confirmed as Masked Man, Black Scorpion. Yeah, that's what it is. Like the Black Scorpion thing. For those that don't know, like there's like an angle in Ric Flair was supposed to be the Black Scorpion, but like it seemed like other people were playing him, or they were supposed to be them, but it ultimately became Ric Flair. So very funny, good comparison, Flaudale, definitely. Eros Shadows. I just tried on the cell block number after my name, so I changed it to the boss at the end. I like it, dude. Good for you. I love rhymes, baby. Eros the boss sounds good. Yeah, I do like it. Play, oh yes, corn. Both enough. Haven't listened to Corn in a while. Still listen to Corn daily. Destiny. Asher says chalk ball like chocolate bar because of mom and dad. Hey Asher, if you're there. Eros Boss, right? Simple name and it rhymes. Dude, it works, man. When it works, it works. There you go. Eros the Boss, it just flows. Destiny in the Northeast, lol. Fly the L, it feels like there is a Game of Thrones running there somewhere. Uh-oh, did he? Or was it just me? Uh-oh. Hello? Oh, okay. I was like, crap. Wow. No, good conversation. I didn't even realize the time, which is a good thing. You know, that means like everything's flowing well. I don't mind talking. I'll see what else is going on. Just me, oopsie. Somehow the video paused. Only 7 more hours of the stream left. Bloody hell. Yeah, I don't know. It's just when I don't want to like overdo it either. I don't want to like I don't know if this is even a possible term thing, like overstream or just exhausted to the point where I'm just gonna get kind of redundant or whatever. I know the chat usually keeps going, so that's fine and that's cool and everything, but and yeah, I just feel like it's a good amount of time where, you know, people may want to see like the next one, you know what I mean, and not be like, it's just my own style, I guess. I don't know. That's all I can say. I mean, people have their own kind of ways of doing it. Definitely nothing against anybody. I love talking to people, especially when it's not stupid trolls or whatever, which I haven't had, and Destiny and Ross take care of that anyway, so that's cool. I like that doesn't stream forever, but then when he's done, I'm left to my own thoughts the rest of the night. Just me in the corn. Oh, man. Orica no corn makes fly a dumb boy. Scotch, too easy. Red John. Completely different reference. Oh, man. They do corn with fresh garlic and butter here. And a dash of Old Bay. That's fantastic. Hell yeah. Well, I think we'll catch up with y'all on Friday. I know actually tomorrow, Waddy and BBA is supposed to have a big time live where they're gonna introduce or not introduce. I keep saying introduce. Well, maybe it is ideas, but on their figure line. So I encourage y'all to check it out. And I'll be with you Friday for another stream. Enjoyed talking to y'all, especially the regulars like the Fly the L's and the E Rosses and my sister Shadows. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate anyone else that had anything constructive to say, like I always say. And yeah, so come on by Friday. I'm still gonna work on original stuff. I put one of those bum opener things recently. I'm gonna do a few more of those, and I'll have an announcement about a fig fed thing that I'm thinking of. So that will be down the road. So if you're interested, definitely come on by. Hope it has a good rest of your Tuesday night. Have a good night, everybody. And like I always say, keep bumming.